Partial Breakaway Podcast with your hosts Nick and Junior and producer Vince, bringing you elite fantasy hockey information to help you win your fantasy leagues and win at life.
Episode 162 to the Partial Breakaway Podcast. Welcome, Junior. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. Everything feels rushed right now. Like, I don't know if you could see through the blur of my camera, but my basement is a mess because we're actually starting to fix the studio and the rest of this house. So, it's good, man. It's good. You?
Good. I'm doing good. I'm trying to juggle all of this. We're one man short today. Producer Vince did the responsible thing and went to bed early today. While we are going to be driving very early in the morning, we're going down to Toronto to meet up with some family and friends. So, and we're going to be watching our first Montreal Canadiens game on Sunday from Toronto. So it's going to be fun.
That's it's like an oxymoron, kind of.
Well, not only that, but we're also going to watch Monster Car Rally for the kids. So that's going to be a big surprise for them. I can't wait to see the look on their faces, and probably going to lose some brain cells being there, but it's going to be fun.
That's going to be exciting. But you know what? You know what else is going to be exciting? The Battle Royale playoff pool, man.
Yeah, and we're starting in about a minute and a half. So, guys, this whole episode is going to be live. We have two divisions. We have Division A and Division B. Both are going to be drafting simultaneously. So this is going to be one of those situations where we're going to kind of see like different strategies for different divisions and how that works. Also, after round one, for those of you that don't know what it looks like, you basically have two divisions of about 12 to 14 teams each. And after round one, half of them get eliminated. We delete half the teams and we do a brand new draft, merging both together. And then we'll have another draft for round two. And then half the teams get eliminated again. Another draft for round three. And then we're going to keep the conference finals and the finals the same team all the way through, with the remaining, what is it going to be, 5-6 teams that are left in the league. So we're going to keep cutting half down.
There's two divisions of 12 teams, or is your division just 11?
Mine is 14, actually. Yours is 12.
Oh, so we're at 26.
We're at 26 participants this year, which last year we were at 16, I think. So we've gained some traction here.
And just
10 seconds before the draft starts, so I'm just going to change things here.
Right before we start, a big thank you to Mike Bamia at Industria Blainville for handing us a certificate that we will give out as a prize. A big thank you to Ralph and crew at Pulcinella Restaurant. They also gave us two certificates, $50 certificates that we'll hand out as a prize. And big thank you, as usual, to Sportira, who will furnish any merch prize that will be handed out.
That's right. So we have prizes this year. And, right off the bat, we are starting off with yours. McDavid goes first, it looks like, in your league.
Yeah, to
my
Trevor.
League is still...
McKinnon goes second to Russo. And now Dan's on the clock at number 3. He goes Kucherov. I'm picking 5th, and I'm hoping Draisaitl slides to me because he looks good at practice so far. Kaprizov goes 4. Guys, I'm going to take Draisaitl here. I'm going to take Draisaitl. As much as I want Robertson, how can I pass on Draisaitl, who's been skating, looks good at practice, should be playing to start participate in Monday's morning skate and should return to the lineup sometime in the opening round of the playoffs.
So, just so you know, Junior, in my league, it went exactly the same as yours. McDavid, McKinnon, and Kucherov were the top 3 picks. So Division A and Division B went the same, but here we have a change.
I don't know if I haven't picked yet. I'm scared that what if he doesn't play because they come off to a great start and they rest him.
So pick 4 was on your league was Kaprizov.
Correct.
Pick 4 in my league was Jason Robertson.
Hmm.
So a different animal here. This is going to be interesting to see the differences between the two leagues, right?
I think I'm gonna go Draisaitl. I can't
Yeah.
pass it. He's got to play. He looked great in practice. People were saying how like he doesn't look like someone who might not play in the first game.
We have Wyatt Johnston going before Draisaitl in mine. So just to take yours off the screen for a bit, and I'll just put mine back on. So we could kind of show you what the differences are between the two leagues right off the bat here. Just give me a second. And yeah, so you're not picking again for a while. So I'll just leave this here so everybody could see what mine looks like. Draisaitl went 6th to Batista here. So this is going to be interesting because you don't really care which team wins in this pool. You care more which series is going to be the longest and who's going to be putting up the most points in round 1. Right? Very different from the way that you would draft, let's say, a regular playoff pool where you keep the same team throughout all the rounds and then some of your players get deleted and some of them don't. Like, this is very different. Here, everybody matters. Everybody's in. Everybody's important. We draft 7 forwards. We draft 2 defensemen. So
Nick Robertson and Wyatt Johnston just went 6, 7, and Caulfield went 8.
In your league?
Yeah.
Throw yours back on there. Let's see. Mine is right now we have a listener from Panama picking, and he's not from Panama anymore, but he is in our hearts.
Okay, so tell me, what's your strategy? We're in 2 different divisions, so we can talk about it. I mean, I know people might be listening on YouTube.
Look, I'm picking. Oh, Caulfield just went in mine, so I'm picking second to last in a
shout out to Bamia who's listening, by the way.
Nice, Bamia. Good. Thank you very much, by the way, as well. Industria, guys, I'm going to mention it one more time. Industria Blainville for the gift certificate as one of the prizes here on this playoff pool. Junior, I'm picking second to last. Okay.
Okay. So that's 12th in your division.
That is 13th in my division because we have 14 teams. So
yeah, I was never good at math.
I was told. Look, I'm gonna just pick the best goal scorer that's remaining.
I don't know if Pasternak is there at 13. I think that's your pick, or Jack Eichel. Well, Pasternak just went. Pasternak just went 9th in our league to listener Tino P. Vince, I think he's auto drafting. Probably didn't set his settings properly, but we're going to have to wait the whole minute here. He's likely going to get Martin Necas.
So what I did for this pool, by the way, is that if you're on auto draft, your first pick will last, but then all picks after that will be instant.
Oh, shit, so it's Bats. It's not Bamia.
We don't have to wait. It's Bats listening. Okay, well, either way.
Same initials.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Bats, for running PBLL. By the way, PBLL was quite a success this year. It was our first run at it. We weren't sure what to expect. We ended up with 43 teams or 46 teams. I can't remember now off the top of my head. And next year, hopefully, more of you tell your friends. We can make it even bigger. The whole point of this pool is to keep getting more and more people. Eventually, we're going to get to 200, maybe 1,000. And that pool money is going to be quite something. Well, Makar just went in here.
Yeah, and that doesn't look like an auto pick. Vince might still be awake.
Vince absolutely should be awake and should be producing this episode.
And it's such a Vince pick, by the way.
It is. If we had goalies, he might have picked a defenseman and a goalie back to back.
Well, Martin Necas goes 11. How's it going in your division here?
So we're at 10 right now. Fabio is on the clock with 6 seconds left, so it's coming up to the wire. It looks like he's going to pick here Martin Necas. So same pick as you guys had.
Claudio goes with Nick Suzuki with the first of back-to-back picks at number 12.
It's not bad.
But that's interesting, considering there's guys like Boldy, Gensel, Thompson, Jack Eichel. It's an interesting pick, but it could pay off. Okay, so Suzuki and Thompson back
Well,
to back.
what do we think about that whole thing, right? Montreal is facing off against Tampa Bay here. Um, do we expect high-scoring games? Do we expect this to be a long series?
If it's a high scoring game, I think that benefits Tampa Bay just because they have the better goaltending.
Hmm.
I think that's the X factor. I know a lot of people are saying Dobson's out, so you see Vince went with two defensemen, Makar and Bouchard. Well, things are going fast here. Holy moly!
Nick Suzuki just went in my league 11th overall.
That's close. A pick apart. That's
Yeah,
early. That's early though.
well, I mean, it wasn't an auto pick, so we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of good players on the board, but I'm curious now. Should I do what Vince did? What do you think about that strategy, going 2D off the bat, and then you just have forwards left?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It's just there's so many good forwards, and there's a nice crop of defensemen to take. Like Quinn Hughes was still there, Jake Sanderson's still there, Lane Hudson's still there. Like you could still get elite defensemen. Radish is still there. Like there's a lot of elite defensemen that I think you could have waited till round 3 to maybe pick your first big one. Like you're still gonna get a big name unless there's a ripple effect here from Vince's picks. Oh,
All
it's
right,
my
so
turn. Okay, so sorry, Nick, not to interrupt you
go,
because
go. You do your thing.
I'm.
What are your choices here?
I have Draisaitl. My first
Yeah.
instinct was to look at Rantanen, who I don't think was picked yet, and I can't. He's all the way down here. I think Dallas, Minnesota is going to be a high-scoring series. I wanted Wyatt Johnson or Robertson, but because Draisaitl fell to me, I went with Draisaitl. But I'm looking at the players available: Keller, Gauthier, Genter, Panarin, Aho. I like Panarin, but it's hard not to go with Mikko Rantanen. I think that's going to be a lot of goals, man. I'm going with Mikko, and he's proven to do it in the playoffs.
Well, with my first pick, Junior, I ended up going with Tage Thompson. It's not exactly what I wanted to do because in my books, I don't know how is this going to be a long series or not, right? It's very hard for me to tell.
Yeah.
But Buffalo is playing a series here against Boston. Boston is the much more experienced team.
I actually think Boston will win that series.
Really? Do you think
Yeah.
it's going to go 7 though? Because that's the big
It's
question.
gonna go deep. It's gonna go deep, and just because of Swayman, I
Just
want to
because
see
of
Buffalo actually do what they did, but in the playoffs. Until they do that, I have a hard time picking them. Like I just hope, like what happens when a team surprises this much, is like there's a letdown in the playoffs, almost like they accomplished something, whereas Boston is playing with house money.
Well, just to show you a little bit what I did here, and I want to kind of get your opinion on this. I don't think I could go wrong with Tage Thompson and Jake Gensel. That's my back-to-back. Bouchard kind of went right before I would have liked to pick him. I wanted to see if he was going to be there in round 2. And then there Makar goes right there, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what defensemen I have left, to be honest with you, after this. Because this is a 14-teamer, my league. Now it's Mike's turn to pick here.
Yeah, but you see, yours is 14-teamer, and you only have 2 defensemen selected.
Yes.
We're at 25 picks in, and we had our 4th defenseman just get picked, which was Radish. So it was Makar, Bouchard, Quinn Hughes, Darren Radish.
So Radish is not going to sleep, eh? Nobody's going to sleep on Radish.
No, Trevor has McDavid, Hagel, and Radish. He picked first overall.
Interesting. I do want to get one of my defensemen down early. Because like you said, there's a few of them, but they kind of run out pretty fast.
Nick, quick reminder: shots on goal count in this.
Yes. Yes, they do.
So a Cutter Gauthier wouldn't be too shabby.
Oh, so Mike went with Rantanen. Now it's Tasso's turn. He went Wyatt Johnston first. I'm wondering if he goes Sebastian Aho. All right. Well, these are all. It's hard to make a mistake this early. I find. I don't know.
I think a lot of like the first Utah player went in the third round, second pick. So that's 12, 13, 24, 26th pick for the first Utah player.
You told
I
me
think-
that there was no math.
So like an Anaheim player hasn't gone yet, as far as I can tell. So I think people.
Well, we have Cutter Gauthier that went.
Oh, interesting. He's still
Yeah.
available here. Genter is still available. Even like the LA teams, did Panarin go?
So Genter went 20th in my league, and Cutter Gauthier went 21st.
Wow, they're both still available in this one. Mark Stone just went to Umbi, playoff performer, matched him with Mitch Marner. I see what he's doing there. Wow. Man, there's a plethora of options. It's crazy. Nick, there's
Oh my
even
God,
guys like
guys.
Darlene. You know, there's so many. Look, Eric
There's-
Carlson. Like,
Oh,
there's-
Quinn Hughes just went in my league.
all right,
Did
Nick, let me.
Quinn Hughes go in yours? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. He was the third defenseman off the board. Nick,
Yeah,
it's
he
my
was the
turn.
Yeah,
I've
go
got
ahead.
Draisaitl and Rantanen.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the LA Kings? Because I'm contemplating Panarin here, but I just don't know how far they can take the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, well, Panarin went in my league already. He went at mid-second round, so I think that's a good value for you where you're at right now. He's still the play driver, so any goals that LA scores is going to be with Rantanen in it somehow. So I think it's very possible for you to grab a Rantanen here. Sorry,
Panarin, you mean?
Panarin, I mean,
Oh
sorry.
boy, 7 seconds. I don't know. I changed. I went with the other California team. I took Cutter Gauthier.
It's not a bad pick at all. You can't say that's a bad pick.
I
Cutter
just feel like
shoots a lot.
Edmonton is more susceptible to high scoring games, right? And I feel like you said, Cutter Gauthier shoots a lot and he scores a lot, so hard to pass on him.
I want to see the Battle of Pennsylvania, guys, this year. It's
That's
going to be
gonna be
some
a
fun
nasty one.
hockey, man. You know, Crosby and Michkov and Martone. I know I'm not mentioning other guys like Tippett, Konechny. Like they have quite a few interesting players to watch out for between those two teams. Even Eric Carlson. I don't know
So-
how many people are watching right now, but Eric
Yeah.
Carlson would be another one I would love to watch.
Lane Hudson just went. Whoa, this is going fast here. Holy
Oh.
moly.
Crosby just went on mine.
Braden Point. Wow.
Jarvis
So-
after Crosby.
So Nick, like, how do you feel about these young teams like the Canadians, like the Flyers, like the Anaheim Ducks and the Utah Mammoth? Like, you trust these guys? Because the impression I'm getting so far, and we're just about to complete the third round, not many people have faith in those teams to at least win some games or score some goals, because Panarin is the only LA King that went. Gunther and Keller are the only Utah players that went. Gauthier is the only Duck. Suzuki so far and Caulfield are the only Habs. Lane Hudson actually just went. I don't know. I just feel like there's a bit of even for Buffalo. Like, I only see Tage Thompson as the pick from Buffalo, considering they're the best team in the East. Like, how do you feel about all these young teams that were surprised, kind of? Do you feel as worried as everybody else? Like, are you scared to take them?
Well, look, you mentioned Anaheim, right? Anaheim's a very young team. They're going up against Edmonton. I kind of feel like Edmonton is gonna run them over.
Wow.
I don't know. It's you know what? It's not the necessarily that Anaheim is not a good team or that they're not a good enough team. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying Edmonton has the experience. They have been here before. They know what it takes. And just from that, I feel like they might have the upper hand. And let's not kid ourselves, right? They also have a Draisaitl and a McDavid who are very, very charged up to enter the playoffs again and make a long run for it. So I feel Anaheim is going to be in trouble in the first round. It's my pick to pick here. I also think LA's in trouble, but for a different reason. Colorado's just so much of a deeper team that's the reason I'm saying that. But anyways, just giving you a heads up. Okay, so it's my turn to pick. Quite a few defensemen went. I'll show you my screen here just a bit so you could help me out and see what you would do in this situation. So we have quite a few defensemen that went in my
Wow.
league, right? There's some really good players left over. I really like Slavkovsky, by the way.
He just went in our draft.
There's also Zegras. Brady Kachuk in the playoffs is going to be interesting to watch. Seneke, Hyman, Byfield, John Carlson. Might be a little bit too early. I'm getting a bit nervous. I'm just going to go Slav.
It was. I didn't want to interrupt you. I think that's a good pick because it was my pick too in my turn.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was my fourth pick. It happened so fast. I went with Brady Kachuk. Even though I think Carolina will win that series, I think Brady Kachuk is a playoff performer. He's his type of game, right?
Yeah.
And he shoots a lot, and he's always in front of the net. So, yeah, I went with Brady Kachuk. Back to your Slavkovsky pick. I think just like we spoke of Kachuk, I think it could be his style of game. This is where Slavkovsky needs to shine. Use your frame, use your body, physical, great shot, plays with excellent line mates. The sky's the limit for that guy in the playoffs.
Yeah, I have two guys that I'm eyeing right now, and it's either between Eric Carlson or Brady Kachuk for my next pick. And knowing my luck, Russo is watching right now, and he's going to pick both those guys. Oh, he picked Leo Carlson. Okay, I'm safe, guys. I'm safe. What would you go? Would you go with a defenseman here in Eric Carlson, or would you hit Brady Kachuk as maybe the number one play driver in Ottawa? He also spends a lot of time in the box, which doesn't give us any points, by the way.
So you've got Thompson, Gensel, and who's that last one? Slavkovsky?
Slavkovsky, yeah.
Brady just went. There's your decision.
That makes my decision easier.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit that Eric Carlson.
Yeah. And you know what, Nick? We're talking about the depth of defensemen in the league. Like, Shane Gostisbehere is going to be like the 10th defenseman taken, but might be the top 3 defensemen in production, you know?
There's Jake Sanderson, right? Oh, Gostisbehere just went. Look at that.
Sanderson went a pick ago in our draft.
There you go. You know, so there's guys. There's still guys. I just want guys that put up shots and put up maybe a few goals, because hits don't count in our league. It's 2 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist, 0.75 points. Here, wait, let's put yours back on there. Dan
just took Gostisbehere. He just took Gostisbehere 2 picks before me.
See? You see what I mean?
That's a killer, though, because that's I feel like that's where the tier changes. It goes to another tier after that. Because we've got like Heiskanen, Sergachev, Carlson. You know, Heiskanen, is he healthy? Is he not? There's Lacombe. How many games is he going to play? Like, a lot of defensemen have gone in our league. So if it wasn't going to be Gostisbehere, it was going to be a forward. So I think I'm going to go back to forward. Because I feel like I could get a McAvoy again a little later. I could get Pavel Zacha. Okay.
Well, Zacha, listen, Zacha in Boston, he plays that big game, right?
Sure does.
It's not a bad pick. I don't mind that at all. Konechny just went in my league. I was hoping I was going to get him.
So I'm on the clock.
Okay. Yeah.
And
talk to me. What
I've got
like?
Draisaitl, Rantanen, Gauthier, Kachuk.
Yes. You need a defenseman. Or no, you said you were going to wait, eh?
I think I'm going to wait.
Sergachev doesn't interest you?
Not enough. I would take McAvoy if I had to take a defenseman right now. Because forwards-wise, there's Ehlers, Tuck, Konechny. It's just like Philadelphia, everybody gets points in Philadelphia. You know, it's not just
Yeah.
one line. Ehlers, he's smashed on the third line, but gets power play. So that's interesting. Alex Tuck plays all situations. You know what? I think I'm going to go get my defenseman.
You just said you weren't.
You know why? Because timer's running out, and I knew I wanted McAvoy, and I didn't know who I wanted as a forward, so I went with
Okay.
I went with
All
McAvoy.
right. All right. I could kind of forgive you for that. Jake Sanderson just went in my league. I'm still far away from my pick, so
I feel like you guys, it's a little slower. I know you're 2 teams
It is.
more than us, but
well, 2 teams makes a big difference. It's 4 picks so far that would have been in your round 5. So it's exactly where we are. It would have been the same speed.
and Nick, I don't know about you, but I like watching the games that I have players in. And I'm starting to realize that I'm going to be up really late watching Draisaitl, Rantanen, and Gauthier.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
a very funny thing is that I'm like you. I like watching the games. Oh, Bamia just picked McAvoy in our pool, so that's a good one. Is that I want to have somebody from every series because I want to watch everything that I can. I want to watch all the hockey I possibly. I love playoff hockey, by the way. It's so much fun, and round 1 I feel is the funnest for some reason. Don't
Yeah,
ask me why. It's just
because it's the
it
most
is.
unpredictable. It's the most
Yeah.
unpredictable. You know,
Yeah.
I you know what series I think is going to be really like sneaky good? Buffalo, Boston. I feel like that's going to get nasty. That's going to get really good.
Yeah, very possible. I want to see how the young guys do in this first playoff. Like Demidov for Montreal, Kindle for Pittsburgh, Michkov for Philadelphia, right? Martone. Like I want to see how these guys go up for the first time ever against a playoff atmosphere and playoff hockey. That's gonna be like a lot of these rookies tend to disappear, eh? Because it just gets even more physical. It becomes faster. The game, you know, so much more happens.
And out of all those guys, like Demidov got a sniff right last year, so he kind of knows what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
For Seneca, Martono, for those guys, it's all new.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like I'll spill it if someone's listening. They're listening. But I might like slip in a Martone if he's available in the last round.
It's always fun to do that.
Yeah, I just feel like he's one of those guys. I mean, look, my playoff record in these pools sucks. I've never got past the first round in 2 editions of this playoff pool. So I'm hoping for this one.
I've made it to the finals. I've
Yeah.
made it to the finals. But here I'm a little bit stuck. I'm a little bit stuck. I don't know what to do. So the guy I really wanted was Owen Tippett, and he went 1 pick before me. I have a couple of guys available.
What's up, Russo? Thanks for checking in. Go ahead, Nick.
I have some defensemen here. You know, there's a Theodore left.
I like that a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
John
I'm saving
Carlson.
him. I'm saving him for later. Russo, get your hands off him.
There's a Byfield.
Okay, there's a
Kadri.
Byfield. That's interesting. Kadri, you got to be careful, because he did leave a game with an actual injury.
I only have 15 seconds left. I got to pick something.
Oh, my gosh. Is Danuge there? That's an interesting power play guy. Who'd you go with?
I panicked and I picked whatever you said.
Nuge?
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, Porter Martone just went right after.
Wow. By the way, we got an Anthony Manta and a Ricard Raquel going in our pool. Seneca went before Demidov. Tippett went. Shane Doan. It's not Shane Doan. Josh Doan. It's officially my turn. I'm on the clock here. I don't want to go defenseman. I've been looking at these forwards. Oh my goodness. All right. Mishkov is there. Kind of like Tarasenko. Man, it becomes slim pickings at some point, eh?
Yeah.
You know
Is
what?
Rupe Hintz gonna play or
He's missing at least the first 2 games, if I'm not mistaken.
no? That's too risky.
You know what I'm gonna go with here?
Matt Savoie,
I'm gonna go with Valery Nishushkin.
very good pick. He went earlier in my league.
Yeah, I hope that series goes at least 6 games, or else that's gonna be a bad pick. Zuccarello.
Yeah,
This is smart. I think people now they're going to like the series that they think are going to go deeper. I think that's where you're at now. We're at pick 6, 7, 8, 9, and
Okay.
that's
Your
where you've
opinion.
got to start thinking.
I need your opinion here. John Carlson in Anaheim. Okay. Remind me who Anaheim's playing.
Edmonton.
That's right. So there could be some goals.
Has Lacombe went yet? I'm curious to
No,
see who
both
out of
of them
those two
are-
goes first.
So both of them are available.
Hmm.
I also have Rasmus Anderson and Theodore that are available.
Is Heiskanen available or no?
No, Heiskanen went.
Oh, he just went in our draft. I think I like Theodore just because of shot volume. Does John Carlson get power play 1 in Anaheim?
He should, and he also has the shot
Or
volume.
is it Lacombe? I think they're going to rely more on the vet, especially in the playoffs, right? Let's see here. So the first power play unit is Chris Kreider, Leo Carlson, Troy Terry, Michael Granlund, and John Carlson. I think John Carlson's the guy, man. I think I actually like him more than Theodore at this point.
All right. I did it.
You did it?
John Carlson it is.
All right. I'm
are
gonna go with
you,
Theodore then. Should I go with Theodore just so at least one of us is right?
Is that how we're going to do this podcast? Like, don't stick with our convictions. Just do the mid. Become Seattle.
The safe play, man.
Do the safe play. One of us is wrong. One of us is right. At least somebody's right on the podcast. We don't have to listen to the haters and the listeners that just troll all the time, right?
Yeah. Actually, there's another interesting forward too. What do you feel about Shinikov?
So that's a very good one I was thinking about because he's been doing really well. And he just feels like a playoff performer, right? He has that bigger body. He's going to be playing big minutes. I kind of like it. Like as a sneaky play, though. Like I'm not saying now in round 7 necessarily. That might be a little bit too rich for me.
Yeah.
But round 8, 9, which is our last 2 rounds, if you could grab him there, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm picking in 2 picks. It's going to be my 7th of 9 picks. I'm seeing here that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams who haven't picked a defenseman yet. I've got 1 defenseman, so that means yeah. And by the time it gets back to me, 1, 2, 3, all 5 of those teams who haven't picked a defenseman are drafting twice before it gets back to me. So I kind of don't have a choice here to go for a defenseman.
Oh yeah. That's a good point. Yes.
Because then
what do
I'm
you have
left. Because now there's still Sergachev left. There's John Carlson. There's Lacombe, Faber.
Are you going to pick John Carlson or?
There's Theodore. I'm gonna go. I think I'm going John Carlson.
Okay. All right.
I'm going John Carlson.
All right. Stick to your guns.
Yeah.
Stick to your guns.
Anaheim's gonna get swept, and I'm gonna flip this whole desk upside down. But it's okay.
With 0 goals scored, by the way. Oh, Chinnikov just went. So in my pool, Lacombe, and then Chinnikov right after Lacombe, and then Rupe Hintz. So
by the way,
even though he's missing a couple of games, people still are going in on that.
By the way, if you're listening to us live, stay tuned. We're gonna go through team by team when this is done, and we're gonna give our take. It's a little hard having 2 simultaneous drafts and doing team by team, so we're kind of just sticking to what we're drafting. But stay tuned. We're gonna assess your team. Don't worry. We're gonna surgeonize your roster.
Absolutely, as we should. Well, I mean, I can take a look right now at John's team, who's picking right now. He has McDavid and then Mark Stone right after. Then Darren Radish, Nishkushkin, Demidov, Zuccarello, Josh Norris he just picked in mine. So let me put that up here because at least you could see what I'm talking about. Actually, I should probably move this a little bit so you could see his.
So
team a
which
little
round
bit
are you
better.
in right now, Nick, and yours?
Well, you could see the screen right now. I'm starting my round 7.
Okay, we're just about to finish the round 7.
Yeah, yeah. So that looks like a pretty solid team. First of all, you can't go wrong with having McDavid right there. Mark Stone is always a playoff performer. He usually gets a lot of rest right before the playoffs, so that's why he's good. Darren Radish is a sneaky good play. He was actually the 4th D-man off the board. So Bouchard, Makar, Quinn. You see how things change, eh?
He was
In the
4th
league?
for us too, actually.
Yeah, things change in the league. People tend to like come out of nowhere sometimes. Darren Radish came out of nowhere this year.
Yeah, he sure did.
Well, he was good last year, but not this good. Like this was great. Where are you at? Are you almost picking again?
No, we're just going back down to 1. So we're starting the 8th round. So Byram and Matheson just went back to back to Team Claudio, his first 2 defensemen. So you can tell why I went with John Carlson, right? Right after Carlson was Sergachev, Lacombe, and then Byram Matheson.
You
So had I
basically
not picked
started
a
the run.
defense, yeah, if I hadn't picked a defenseman, I'm basically left with slim pickings like Anderson, Faber, Clark, Burns. Shea Theodore is still there, surprisingly.
It's a shame that Matheson is now the second best offensive defenseman on the Montreal Canadiens because Dobson's probably going to miss the whole first round.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So,
so let me ask you. I know he had an underwhelming season, but I think his coming out party was the playoffs 2 seasons ago. Thomas Harley. Heiskanen is sort of injured, might rush back to play. What about Thomas Harley? I think there's a possibility this guy goes undrafted and might end up being a top 5 defenseman in the first round.
yeah, so Thomas Harley was definitely somebody that I wanted to pick late if I didn't get any defenseman going. So that ended up not happening. I ended up getting my 2 defensemen, and it's my turn again, by the way, if you want to take a look at my board here.
Oh boy, it's going fast here. I'm not this pick. I'm the next one. So let's see where you at. You took John Carlson. You got 2 defensemen. You have to go forward, right?
That's right. And you
What's
know
that
what?
first? Kevin Rooney. He's
Yeah,
the
it's
best available player.
No, it's the I'm sorting by fantasy points per game, and actually, it made me realize that this player might be a really good player this year in Tyson Forrester. He's the one that locked in Philadelphia going to the playoffs. And yes, Michkov I think is still available, but I think Forrester is a lock to be a good player
I like
in
that.
round 1.
I like that. And, I'm picking next. And the guy I was looking at right now, I know I said maybe at pick 9, but I'm at pick 8. I think it might be Porter Martone, man. If
He
listener
went in my round 5. He went for me.
if listener Tony doesn't be stupid here, if he's not stupid,
Hey, be
Martone
nice.
should fall in my lap. Actually, he doesn't have a defenseman yet, so he has no choice to take a defenseman. So yeah, I got Martone in my queue here.
Very nice. Very nice. So you know how I said I wanted one player at least from each team? I think I've pretty much done that. I have Buffalo, Tampa, Montreal, Pittsburgh, Edmonton, Anaheim, Philly, and my next player is going to be Elias Lindholm from Boston if he comes to me.
Wow.
So that pretty much gives me a Boston player as well. I'm gonna be watching every series, guys. That's
Nick,
it.
you know what? I'm almost in the same boat. The only team that's represented twice on my roster is Anaheim. The team that's going to get swept. Right before. Who is that?
Every time.
Who's that pick? Who's the person picking?
Every time, Eric.
Eric. Well done, Eric. Well freaking done. He's probably listening to us live.
You know what? I shouldn't mention anything. I shouldn't have mentioned anything. Jesus. Oh, that ruins it for me. I don't know what to do now. I'm in a world of hurt here. Middlestad is from
Go get
Boston.
Shinikov, man.
Shinikov? I don't think he's available, bud.
Oh,
He
dang.
went already. Yeah, he went.
Has Logan
Jesus.
Cooley gone in your draft?
Logan Cooley. I don't know. Yeah, he went.
He went. He's still available in ours.
That's because my draft is smarter people. I don't know
Hey,
what to do.
Russo, I know you're still listening to us on YouTube. Correct him. Our division is definitely the smarter one.
I was running out of time. I had
What
to
did you
pick
do?
Something. I picked Dvorak.
What? The panic pick of the draft? Dvorak.
I'm so upset right now. I had Elias Lindholm.
I love this shit.
Elias Lindholm literally.
I can't believe you were rattled. You were rattled because of an Elias Lindholm, a guy who's underwhelmed for the past 3 years.
What do you
Screwed
mean?
you
He
up
did
so
very good
much.
this year.
He
He
did,
did
all
very
right.
well this year.
He did all right.
He was the number one center on that team.
Let me ask you something. What do you think of Ryan Hartman?
I'm upset right now. Ryan Hartman could be sneaky good, especially if he's playing top 6 center. He could be sneaky good.
Damn it, Russo's listening to us.
For sure.
Mike B. Bats is like Dvorak.
Stop, guys.
By the
I
way,
panicked. This is how I did the McKinnon trade, by the way. I
so
panicked
Nick,
last minute.
Just
Yes.
so you know and you can follow along, if you go to the comment section at the top right there, that's all the live YouTube comments. So you can even answer and stuff. I've been answering as of lately, but you know what? Russo said he should have picked Dvorak. He went with Malinsky instead, which is not a bad pick actually for a depth defenseman.
Oh, so
considering
Russo
what's
is
left.
watching.
Yeah, Russo's
that's why he
watching.
picked Lindholm.
No, Russo's in my division.
No, I have Eric.
No. Well, no. Is it Eric Russo or is maybe he's in both?
Can you imagine? I messed up and I invited him twice.
I wouldn't put it past you
wouldn't
today. We did that stupid thing.
Okay,
Ryan
good.
Hartman went right before us. Freaking listener won't be. I want to comment. Put it in the comments right now that you're listening.
Okay,
Put
so
it.
this is the thing.
I know you're
this is what
listening.
happens, guys. This is what happens when you run one of these things.
Oh my god! Should I take the Dvorak?
I took Dvorak.
What's the story with Rupe Hintz over here?
Okay,
So he won't be available for the first 2 games of the Stars playoff run.
You guys,
That's a lot.
guys, you know that in playoffs, right? In the playoffs, you have the weirdest lines that produce. So maybe Dvorak is going to be my highest point getter.
Can you imagine?
I'm telling you, it could. Look, guys like Newhook are getting picked. Lawson Cruz. I don't think Dvorak is that much worse than these.
Oh my god!
guys.
Panic mode! Panic! 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 Panic!
You have 3 seconds. Pick
Shit.
something.
I just went with Landeskog.
Are you not paying attention?
I went with Landeskog. What a dumbass. Man. It's because I didn't have time to scroll back up to go get Duchesne, but I wanted Duchesne. Damn it.
Duchesne. That's a
Wow.
good one, too.
Second to last pick of our draft, Thomas Harley. So
Yeah, see? Like, that's what I mean, though. Thomas Harley is a very good pick at that stage. Very
shout
good
out to
pick.
Camilo and John Lapara who have joined the chat, have been listening. Thank you for listening. I haven't looked at your team yet, but I will analyze it soon. Fucking hey, Ali Garizzi, okay? He went with a no D strategy, basically. He saved it for his final 3 picks, and he got Lacombe and Harley. For someone who went no D strategy, he still came away with 2 legit defensemen.
Yeah.
Our draft is over. Division A is officially done.
Okay, so let's
Best of luck to all of you who participated in Division A. Nick, how far along are you?
Let's put mine up on the board here. So I am in the last round. There's basically about 10 picks left here in this round. Um, I'm gonna stop naming names, just like
So Russo basically just confirmed he's in both divisions. Well done, Nick. Whatever, he's got a alter ego. He's Eric in one life and Russo in another.
you don't get to pick the best team. All right.
All right, you got away with it. Sorry, Nick, you were saying.
Kopitar just got picked. That's a good pick there. Matt Savoy, I was hoping that he was going to come all the way down to me, but that's not going to happen. Batista, you can't hear me. Batista. Corey Perry could be interesting.
You got one pick left?
Yeah, we have one pick left each.
Has Duchesne been picked?
It's very hard to concentrate, by the way.
Yeah, it's hard to do both at once. I'm telling you.
Do research and concentrate on this. I don't know.
And
let me see.
Nick, we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Been picked.
We had 5 guys, one after the other, that were auto draft, and it started right after my pick or right before my pick. So it was picks 6 to 10 auto draft. So the second it came back around, it was like, oh, it's my turn.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It doesn't even give you time to think. But that's how it goes. I'd like to confirm that in Division A, Christian Dvorak was not selected.
Are you serious? Oh, shit. Guys, you're sleeping. You're sleeping on Dvorak.
Oh my goodness, man.
I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm trying to see like the best of the rest that hasn't been selected. Kopitar.
You should be helping me pick the last player here.
Sorry, I told you, go get Duchesne.
James Higgins, that's who we should pick.
Who else is here? Sean Couturier. Josh Norris, has he been selected? Yeah, you said he did, hey?
Yeah. You know, somebody...
What about Hartman?
Laughing.
Did Hartman get picked or no?
Yeah, Hartman, yeah, I think he did.
I feel like that's
like we have the least... Yeah, we have the least of the least available here. I have a McTavish, Noah Cates.
What about Zucker? He went in hours. I was looking at him, but was picked before I can take him. He's top power play, second line.
He went already. Oh, Nikishin just went. Goncalves just went. Okay, you're going to laugh at me here, and this is going to be another Dvorak pick. So all of you that laugh away. Parker Kelly is my last pick from Colorado.
Wow.
Parker freaking Kelly. I was going to go Minton also. Minton was going to look at 5 red flags.
Yeah, they're all rested. Duchesne is gone. Oh, yeah, Duchesne was gone from your draft, Nick.
Yes, yeah. He went actually round 5.
Oh, wow.
In my draft. Yeah.
Wow.
So, I really hope I survive, guys, after round 1 so we can represent the podcast a little bit. But if not, we've been running now for 48 minutes. I think we're going to keep going another 15 after the last pick here ends it for Russo, who has 2 teams.
Okay, you know what? We're going to start with him.
But didn't say anything.
We're going to start with him after this. What pick did he have in your...
Mike Matheson.
What pick did Russo have in your division?
Last.
Oh, he had the second one in mine.
Oh, wow. So at least he had the time to switch between the 2 leagues. Congratulations, guys. Thank you very much, Division B, for drafting today. Best of luck to all of you. Dvorak, best pick of the draft. Let's break down a few of the teams here.
Okay, do you want to start with...
Let's start with yours. Let's start with yours because everybody was looking at mine right now. So let's start with yours and maybe let me know who you see there that might have an interesting team.
An interesting team? Okay, I thought you meant like my team.
You can go with your team if you want.
Do you want to go over our 3 teams, like me, you, and Vince, to start?
Sure, we can do that.
All right, so I had the 5th pick out of 12. I went with Leon Draisaitl, Mikko Rantanen, Cutter Gauthier, Brady Tkachuk, Charlie McAvoy, Valerie Nishushkin, John Carlson, Porter Martone, and Gabe Landeskog. How does that sound to you?
Very
I know
good.
there's a lot of big names, but it's not the big names that get you through these leagues, man. These playoff pools. I'm telling you,
It's the
I
Christian
like it on
Dvorak's.
paper, but it's the Dvorak. Okay, before we get to your Dvorak team captain over
Let's
there,
do Vince. Let's
let's do Vince. Vince had the 10th pick. I believe he started picking before he went to auto draft, but anyways, he went with Makar, Bouchard, Braden Point, Zach Hyman,
That's a nice one.
Anthony Manta,
Heater this year. Heater.
Thomas Hurdle,
Could be sneaky.
Chris Kreider, Vladimir Tarasenko, and Alex Laferriere.
Okay. I mean, the last 2 picks, maybe 3 picks, I think the last 2 picks were probably auto picks for him. But you never know. You never know
What does
with
your team
Tarasenko.
look like?
My team has started off strong, I think. Tage Thompson with pick 13. Gensel with pick 15. Slavkovsky in the 3rd round. Erik Karlsson, Nuge, John Carlson, Tyson Forrester, Christian Dvorak, and Parker Kelly to put the nail in my coffin.
So Philly, Dvorak and Forrester.
Yes, well, Forrester, I really do believe that Forrester is going to have a good playoff. He's been well rested if he's 100% healthy again. So I think he's going to have a decent shot at a good playoff here. But yeah, Dvorak was panic, pure panic.
Nick, I wanna go through Dan's team because I feel like he's got he's got a playoff team, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
He's got Cooch, Sidney Crosby, Seth Jarvis, Evgeny Malkin, Gostisbehere, Heiskanen, Cirelli, Shinnikov, and Stankoven.
Very nice.
I like it as a just get the job done team, man. They just
like the
get the job done.
Yeah. So here's another one that has Stankoven, and I think this could be a sneaky good team as well. So Jamie has McKinnon, can't go wrong there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hagel, Crosby, Sergachev, Sanderson, Stankoven, Eriksson Ek, Benson, and Hall. So don't forget, the last 2 rounds in my league, because we're a bigger league.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to share your screen here so we can get a better idea.
Yeah. So the last 2 rounds is pretty much an entire team on your side that didn't pick, right?
Yeah.
So it goes deeper in this one. So I kind of like that one. Listener Bamia has some high risk in Justin Brazeau and Alex Newhook, but you never know, eh? Newhook is looking like he's centering the second line.
I kind of like Newhook. You know
Kreider,
what? I want to.
Hintz, though, I don't know if he's injured. Like you said, he's going to miss the first 2 games. That could be costly. But he has McAvoy, Quinn Hughes, Kucherov, Jarvis, a lot of scorers.
I feel like it's a lot, though. 2 games in a playoff series, especially nothing's guaranteed that Minnesota Dallas goes to 6-7. You know, but
No.
And you could have had Duchesne, who could have, at the end of the day, even if Hintz comes back, have similar numbers. Russo, he came in the chat. He's got 2 teams. I think we should take a look at his team. So he's at number 2. He was the 2nd overall pick in our division. He had Nathan McKinnon, Sebastian Aho, Keller, Carlson, Erik Karlsson, Trevor Zegras, Troy Terry, Maverick Bourque, Logan Cooley, and Malinsky. Maverick Bourque is sneaky good, especially since Hintz has been out. He's been ripping it apart these last 2 weeks, so he's going into the playoffs super hot.
So one thing that I'll say about that is, can you just go over the team again, the last 5 picks?
So here, I'll start from his first defenseman was Carlson at pick 4, then Zegras, Terry, Bourque, Cooley, Malinsky.
So Keller, you mentioned Clayton Keller, right?
Yeah, right before Erik Karlsson. That was his 3rd pick.
So Clayton Keller, if you notice after the break, he's been on absolute fire.
Yeah.
He is one of the best players, and every single goal that Utah scores, he's in it somehow. He's manufacturing something in there. So that's going to be a very big pick for him, I think.
I actually think that's going to go long. That series is going to go long.
Yeah, very possible. Very possible. In just to go in his team in my league, Bouchard, Stutzla, Leo Carlson, Brady Kachuk, Martone, Terry, Hartman, Lindholm, and Matheson.
He picked a lot of the guys we were mentioning.
I noticed that, eh? I noticed that. Right before, when I told you, well, you know,
He's either smart.
If Brady Kachuk lands to me, I'm gonna. He picks him right away.
Oh my god!
Good job, Eric. Good job.
Hey, I mean that's why people tune in, man.
Yeah, you know, absolutely.
For what not to do. Maybe Russo's new.
Yeah. Do you have Batista there in front? I think he's in the chat as well, so we're going to go over his team. Draisaitl, Rantanen, Dahlin, Malkin, Heiskanen, Cirelli, Kadri, Maverick Bork, Landeskog. So like you said, right?
Nice.
Maverick Bork is doing really well. Landeskog could be a nice one, even though it was his last pick. I mean, for a 14th round, that's pretty good. What I really liked was he has Draisaitl, Rantanen, and Dahlin. Those are very solid ways to start a draft. Very solid. Anybody else that's in here? Camilo, I think, is in the chat. Is he not?
He did show up at some point, and John,
Yes, he
I
did.
believe
I see him
Lapara
there.
also showed up.
Okay, so let's do those two teams as well. So Camilo had Nick Suzuki, Makar. That's pretty good right off the bat.
Yeah,
too.
it's a good start.
Rust, Gossesbear, Raquel, Logan Cooley, Granlund, Lehkonen, and Gonçalves.
I like Granlund as a sneaky pick.
Yeah.
He's a playoff guy.
Even Cooley, I kind of like it. 6th round Cooley. It's not bad. It's not bad. If he could perform, I think it's going to be very good for him.
I'm curious to see.
Lapara, right?
Yeah.
We kind of went over Lapara's before, but I'll do it again. McDavid, Stone, Radish, Nichkushkin, Demidov, Zuccarello. Zuccarello's always sneaky, man.
Yeah. Power play guy too, eh?
Norris. Norris is really good in the 7th round. Jamie Benn and Shabbat.
Jamie Benn.
Yeah.
I like it. He went with pure playoff guys. It's not about the names, man.
Guys.
It's about playoff performers, and I think that's the route he went.
Yeah.
That could be a sneaky good team. I think that's a team that could get through the first round of our battle royale. Well, how do you like your chances, Nick?
Not good.
Not good?
Well, no. Look, I think I actually did pretty well up until the last 2 picks, but I think I did pretty well to start off. But that's always me, right? I start strong and I finish too fast.
So she said. You set yourself up for that one. I don't know what else to tell you, but
that was the joke, Junior. That was the joke.
All right. Okay. So, do you want to end it here at under an hour, or do you want to quickly
let's
go
wrap
through
it
a
up
playoff
because
bracket?
I do have to wake up at 5 a.m. Actually, at 4 a.m. So if I want to get out of here by 5.
Did you do a playoff bracket or no?
I did not, but let's review a little bit what you did, and then we can go from there.
What I did for the bracket?
Yeah.
You don't want to know what I did here. Might have been a bit of a homer thing here, but
oh boy.
All right, so I got I did Boston in 6, the Habs in 6, the Hurricanes in 7, the Penguins in 6.
Hold on, I gotta bring this up here. Wait a minute.
What are you bringing up here?
I gotta bring up my. I gotta look at this while you're saying it for me to understand exactly.
All right, so the
okay,
Bruins.
I got it.
Okay, so it was the Bruins in 6, the Habs in 6, the Hurricanes in 7, and the Penguins in 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Dallas to beat Minnesota in 6, the Vegas Golden Knights to win in 7, and the Oilers to win in 5. Then Vegas beats Edmonton in the semis in the next round. The Avalanche beat the Stars, even though I was really hesitant with that one.
The Avalanche
So
beat the Stars?
The next round is Avalanche versus Stars.
Oh, you're going fast. Let's just do round 1.
Okay, so round 1.
It's already confusing as it is.
All right. Round 1 in the Western Conference. Colorado in 5 versus LA.
Okay.
I've got
Makes
Dallas
sense.
in 6 versus Minnesota.
Ooh.
Vegas in 7 versus Utah.
Wow.
And the Oilers in 5 versus Anaheim.
Okay. Let me give you my West.
Yes, go ahead.
Colorado in 5. I agree with you there. Edmonton in 5. I agree with you there. Vegas in 6 over Utah. And I think Dallas, Minnesota might go the distance. And I'm going to give it to Dallas in 7.
All right, so we got the same teams advancing in the West, which means
Yes.
neither of them will. Next.
Exactly. So this is going to be all wrong. In the East, I have Buffalo winning it in 7.
All right, so there's the difference.
I have... I'm going to skip that one for now. I have Carolina winning it in 5.
Wow.
Even though Ottawa has a pretty good team, I still think Carolina is just Carolina. I think they're going to beat that. Here, Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh, I have Pittsburgh taking it in 7, guys. I think Pittsburgh is going to take it just because of the Crosby effect, but it's going to be 7. And finally, I have Tampa in 7.
Yeah, you know what? If you tell me this series is going 7, who's your pick? I would have went Tampa too.
Yeah, I think
I just
Tampa
feel like Game
the
7
way it's
is
gonna go.
a different ball game, you know. But
So now we know
experience.
that we're going to be completely wrong.
Yep,
And
sure. are.
Tampa's going to win in 4. No, I don't know.
Yeah, this was fun, man. This was fun. The drafts are the best part of any hockey pool. So the fact that we get to do one in the playoffs is amazing.
And we did it live.
And we did it live. And you know what? We got some traction here. And we'll do it live again in the second round for whoever's still left. Best of luck to everybody.
And for those of you that auto-drafted, best of luck to you as well. You know, I saw Dobson got picked in one of our leagues, so it's gonna hurt a bit.
Well, look, if you tuned in on YouTube and you haven't liked and subscribed our channel, now's the time to do so. I mean, that's the best way to support us. Like, subscribe, leave us reviews on Spotify, Apple, any audio podcast platform. And you can follow us on socials. We clip every episode into a multitude of clips per week, per day. So you can follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, at Partial Break Pod. Enjoying the party,
Take
man.
care, everybody. Enjoy the playoffs. It's a lot of fun to watch. Enjoy.
Again, big thank you to Industria, ANC Photo Booth, Sportira, Pulcinella Restaurant. Am I missing anybody? I'm probably missing a few, but if I haven't mentioned you, thank you. And thank you to all of you who participated. Good luck.
Best of luck, guys. All the best. Oh, wait, I should have done the outro.
I was like, hello.
Hello. I didn't have time to